Hey there, Hobby Warriors. It is a very, I know I say this every episode, but it's a very special edition of What's in the Box. Today we're going to be cracking open the Infinity Defiance Platinum level pledge. I have literally been waiting on this for, God, I'd swear it's almost been 2 years at this point. Anyone who knows me personally knows that Infinity is one of my favorite games of all time. And this is a dungeon crawler that uses the Infinity miniatures. So super excited. We're just going to dive right in. I'm not going to talk too much. So the pledge consists of 4 large boxes and then 3 smaller boxes. And we're just gonna go through everything. So I've got the core set here first. And let's crack this bad baby open. Get this shrink wrap out of here. And now I will show you guys the back of the box. And that's enough of that. Let's open it. Alright, so we've got a rule book, full color, lovely artwork. The Corvus Belly is known for, looks like very detailed diagrams and explanations of what everything is. We will take a deeper dive into that when I do some future playthroughs. And it looks like we've got a little promotional protector advertising Infinity Code 1. And we've got the campaign book, which again, full color, shows you how to set up your dungeon tiles for all of your missions. Again, we'll take a closer look through that whenever I do a playthrough. Now, this was really thoughtful. So they actually have this plastic insert that helps keep everything locked inside the trays, which was extremely thoughtful, very well planned out. Alright, so it looks like we've got a compartment full of miniatures, and I'm not going to take these out of their bags just yet. I will be building these throughout the upcoming month and getting the basic troops painted that are needed to play through the first few missions. Probably my goal is to try and get all of that done by mid-September so I can start filming a full campaign. But I mean, God, just 1, 2, 3, it just goes on and on and on and on. And these aren't even the expansion miniatures. Alright, now here looks like we've got some bases. More bases for all the miniatures. Some really nice hefty tokens. I'm not exactly sure what these are for, but we'll find out whenever we go through the playthrough. Got some really nice acrylic tokens. I do remember these were base rings, so that you can use the different colors to signify different status effects. And then we've got tons of custom dice that are used for the game. Got a set of transparent and then a set of opaque. Looks like we've got some standees for enemies that you may not have miniatures for. You can put their card in a standee and put them on the board. This looks like it's the enemy cards. I'm not going to crack these open just yet. We'll wait for the playthrough on that. We've got weapon cards. Looks like we've got some effect cards and more weapon cards. And let's see, is there anything underneath? Of course there is. Tons of cardboard. I am running out of real estate very, very fast. See if I can get this all out of the box safely. There we go. Alright, so we've got a sheet of tokens. And another sheet of tokens with a room tile. And then all of these room tiles are double-sided. Then we've got our some more tokens and our shipboard. From the little bit that I recall from the campaign, you use that shipboard in between missions while you're upgrading your characters and equipment. We've got some nice character boards. And then it looks like the rest of these might just be scenery tiles. So again, everything's double-sided. I'm really loving the artwork on these tiles. And it looks like they are all numbered. So that while you're going through your missions, you'll know exactly which tiles that you'll need. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in this box, and then we'll go ahead and open the next one. Alright, next up we have the first expansion, the Outcast expansion. Show you guys back of the box, the minis that come in there, and let's go ahead and cut this open. Alright, so Right up top, we've got the campaign book for this expansion, with all the map layouts and everything, full color, just like the very first one. Now they've packed all the cardboard in here first. So here are the new playable heroes for this expansion pack. And the new tiles, which again, they're all double-sided. More tiles and tokens. This looks like all of your enemy tokens to represent your enemy forces. Then there's a nice art print, which that's pretty cool. I'll probably try to save that. And once I get bigger studio space, maybe get that framed, hang it up on the wall. Really like that piece of artwork. Got more enemy cards. We've got some more close combat weapons. And again, I'll probably say it a few more times during the video. I'm not going to open up these card packs just yet. We'll wait until the playthrough video to do those. But then we've got all of the expansion miniatures and our bases. Alright, so I'll go ahead and pack this box away, and then we'll grab the next expansion. Alright, so next up we've got the second expansion, Revenant. Give you guys a good look at that. And the minis that come with this expansion. Let's go ahead and cut it open. Oh, I should have used a sharper knife for this one, guys. Crack this open. Alright, looks like they laid it out pretty much just like the last one. Oh, what's interesting is I just noticed that they didn't name the campaign book. However, they did match the cover art. So for a second I was kind of worried, like, hey, how do I know which campaign book goes with, you know, which expansion? But that visual cue is there, so you don't need to worry about getting those mixed up. Go ahead and open up this cardboard. So here are the new heroes for this expansion. And our first set of scenery tiles, which are double-sided, just like all of the rest. And here go all of our enemy tokens, which all of these tokens do actually represent actual Infinity miniatures. So if you have the miniatures, you can represent them in the game with the actual miniature, but if you don't, it is nice that they went ahead and included those tokens. They gave us another art print, which I'm going to try and preserve. Got the deck of enemy cards. More weapon cards. Oh, interesting. So the card on the bottom here is a hacking program. So I don't actually know everything that's in this deck. But once we get up to these missions, we'll go ahead and open those. And then, of course, all of the miniatures in the box. Again, I'm not going to pull these out because there's so many in the pledge that it would literally take me forever to try and assemble them all right now. We're going to be doing those in small spurts over the upcoming weeks. So that's everything in the Revenant box. Let me go ahead and pack this one away, and then we'll keep moving on to the next one. Alright, so this is the last of the big boxes, which is just the Defiance storage box, which this was a great idea that Corvus Belli picked up from a couple of other really successful board game Kickstarters that included miniatures, was to include a storage solution for the miniatures. A lot of board gamers don't necessarily have existing miniature storage options. And then even for people who are into miniature wargaming, it's nice that it came with a storage option and you didn't have to go out and purchase anything different. So this is just a picture of everything that the box can hold. But let's go ahead and open it up. This lid off. And inside, you've just got storage foam, which anyone coming from a miniature wargaming background will be very familiar with. This is probably the most common way that miniature wargamers store their miniatures for transport. But all of these pre-cut slots will fit your miniatures from the entire set. And then it also comes with all of the extra Kickstarter miniatures are stuffed in the inserts. So that's the first one. And then you get a second tray in here. They appear to be, yep, they're the same layout, and they've got all the bases and everything stuck in here too. But once you put all of the trays in the box, and they call this a foam topper, but you go ahead and put that topper in there, and everything fits in there snugly, so that nothing's going to jostle around while the box is sitting on your shelf. And this is normally where I would do a scene change, but thankfully everything else is within arm's reach. So this is a cool little dice tray, which I'm super excited for this. A lot of dice trays are made out of wood, or I've 3D printed some before. Some are made out of acrylic. But with those hard materials, when you roll your dice, they can be really, really noisy. And this one, I don't know if it's real leather or if it's faux leather. Actually, it kind of feels like felt, but it's a soft surface. So when you roll your dice, it's not going to make a ton of really, really loud noise. This is actually a big deal for me. My fiance she's super sensitive to sharp noises. I believe it's called misophonia. I might have that wrong. But yeah, so like something like tons of dice clacking on a hard surface would drive her nuts. So I'll be able to roll my dice in this, and these edges just fold and snap together like that. Like that. And then you sit it down and you can roll your dice. They can hit the walls, whatever, but that material is going to dampen down the noise, which is awesome. So I'm super excited for that. Next up, we've got the scenery pack, which these were just three-dimensional terrain elements to kind of make the board game experience 2.5D, to kind of bridge that gap to a miniature war game. But some of these elements will actually make really great objective markers for Infinity in 4 or Code 1. So I'm super excited for those. And then they have a couple of scenery objects. See if I can show you the picture here, showing the taiga creatures. And you can actually use those as full-blown miniatures in a combined army force. So let's go ahead and get this open. So these are actually pre-built. A lot of them actually appear to be just single-piece plastic miniatures, so I can go ahead and show you guys what they look like. So this would make a great console objective for Infinity and 4. Then we've also got these security doors, which can block off sections of the board to show that a room is closed. Then we've also got these automatic turrets. Well, it looks like the tiger creatures, excuse me, dry throat. The tiger creatures need a little bit of assembly, so I'll deal with those later. But that is the scenery pack. Move on to the Platinum Pledge exclusive miniatures. So the only way to get your hands on these sculpts was to pledge at the Platinum level. And now these characters do have other sculpts in Infinity. So it's not that the characters themselves are exclusive, it's literally just these sculpts. So go ahead and open this. Alright, so now this is typical Corvus Belli packaging if you were buying an Infinity and 4 product. But it's just the 4 miniatures. And again, I will build and paint these later on the channel. And while I'm going through this, I did want to mention the channel now has an Instagram account. So as I'm building and painting these, I will definitely post work in progress pictures on the channel Instagram account. It's JTS Wargaming, and make sure you follow us there, and you'll be able to track all of my progress. Where I'm working on things throughout the week, but because I'm not full-time content creator right now, I still have my day job. I can't make videos every day, but I can definitely take a picture of the hobby progress and post it on there. So if you like what we do here, definitely follow us over on Instagram. But the very last item in the Kickstarter pledge is near and dear to my heart. It's the Megalodron, which this is the biggest miniature to date that Corvus Belli has ever produced. And right now, it doesn't have rules in Infinity. I really hope that one day they do give it Infinity in 4 rules. I would love to be able to run this in my combined army list. Alright, so massive it comes in 2 pieces. So these are the legs, which, if you play Infinity N4, these are very, very closely related to their drone sculpts, just massive. And then this actually looks like some of their heavy infantry, again, just on a massive scale, and then they just slotted them together so that you get that, which is just amazing. I really hope that they give this guy rules in Infinity N4. Even if they don't, he will be an awesome mega boss for Defiance and an absolute joy to paint. I can't wait to get him into the painting queue. And I am struggling to get the legs back in the box. You know what? I'm not going to make you guys watch that. I will deal with that later off camera. But that is the entirety of the Defiance Kickstarter pledge. I am super happy that I backed this. I'm dropping stuff, trying to put something in the shot so that you guys have something to look at. Yeah, super happy. The quality of everything that I have seen has been phenomenal. All of the metal miniatures, I mean, that's what Corvus Belli is known for, is making gorgeous metal miniatures. Honestly, they make the claim that they make the best metal miniatures for wargaming, and as someone who's been around for over 20 years at this point, I tend to agree with that sentiment when it comes to sci-fi. Their sci-fi metal miniatures just untouched by anyone else in the industry. So those are all super high quality. I can't wait to get everything built and painted and start filming some campaign games for you guys. If you guys are excited to see those games, let me know down in the comments. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe if you enjoy what we do here. Don't forget to follow us over on Instagram at GTS Wargaming, and I will catch you all in the next video. Slay the Gray, Hobby Warriors.